Oh, there you are. Was wondering when you'd wake up. Now. You're safe now. You don't have to panic. You're in my home. Don't worry. I invited you. Although, I'm not sure if it actually counts in this particular situation. Being your old bitey and whatnot. Yeah, you was out in the sun. I don't know why, but I would prefer if you'd stop disintegrating in my front lawn. Well, it's the closest thing to a front lawn as I have, okay? So, yes, I talk funny. Ha ha. I wouldn't move if I were you. Because the poultices and the potions that I've been brewing and applying to you will not heal you proper if you keep moving about. So if you would please, hold still. Or piss off and go back into the sunlight. It would be just as well. No. No, look, what I am is somewhat unimportant right at the moment, so if you would please, not bother to bother me with it while I take care of you. Yes, I know you're a bloodsucker, hence the whole body thing. You had a lot of notes with you, and most of them are outside. Oh, no, don't move, I said. Besides, I couldn't bring them in. I was carrying you. Oh, no, they're fine. They're just in the corner of the library. Yeah, you're still in the library, love. Well, that's a long story. Let's see. Perhaps waking up in a strange place with a strange person with a whole lot of things applied to you going down your gullet and filling the room with the smell of various fungi. Maybe, just maybe, an explanation could be in order. I was kind of hoping for a thank you, but you know, that's what happens. Eldwin. My name is Eldwin. And the reason why your notes are outside is because they won't fit in me house. Trust me, making you small enough to fit in me house is a bit of a trick, and I didn't want to draw enough attention for anyone in the Pernicus to notice that I was here. They haven't noticed me in a... Never mind, they haven't noticed me, and I'd like to keep it that way. Well, that was getting to that part. It's, see, the Pernicus is a special library. And there's all sorts of wonky things that happen here. And I happen to not be so human. No, I'm not a werewolf. Why would I be a werewolf? What, you just expecting me to get all fuzzy? Freak. No, if you could just let me talk, then perhaps we could discuss what I am. And that happens to be a fairy. Why are you giggling? I'll save your life. Piss off. Fairies have nothing to do with being manly. Just smaller than normal. That's all. Well, you should still be thanking me you're healthy enough to laugh. Although I wouldn't go outside. It's getting close to sunset. Yeah, you've been out a long time. Now, who are you anyway? I couldn't read a single one of your notes. Well, I didn't have a lot of time to go through them, did I? Your handwriting is terrible. Should call you Scribbles. That's what I'm going to call you. Scribbles. Anyway, you're welcome to stay. At least for a bit. Till the sun goes down. And then you won't be my problem. Oh, okay. The smell, I told you, it's fungi. It's molds, fungi, other bacteria. I'm only 5 inches tall. Don't giggle, right now, so are you. Oh yeah, have a look. See, while you were sleeping, I went out and dragged your notes back here. Well, don't panic, I can fix it. Just takes a little time. Time for you to heal, time for me to figure out how to make you big again. You know, you didn't have to panic at figure out. I just haven't done it in a while. Last time was... You don't have to ask me about the last time. Listen. While you're under the effects of my poultices and potions, you're a little closer to human. It allows you to heal from the burns from the sunlight, so you won't be disintegrating. But I wouldn't test it against the sun directly. Mottled. Yes, my accent's a little mottled. I spent time doing something. So, why was you in the Pernicus? Research. Oh. That explains the notes. I suppose I could have put that together myself, but I've been a little bit busy. Research on what, love? A book? You an author? Me Lorelai's an author? Well, no, I take that back. Lorelai loved a particular author, and I watched her try to write books. She's terrible. Oh no, she's awful. But she loves them. And who's Lorelai? Well, Lorelai's my wife. It's why I'm making her favourite. I always make a favourite. Spaghetti. Oh yeah, mushroom spaghetti. Well, the spaghetti part's her favourite. Mushroom is mine. We kind of mushed them together. Oh yeah, she's always like that. It's about dinner time. Are you hungry? I imagine you haven't had real food in some time now. You being a vampire and all. Yeah. I can set you a plate. It's fine. Anyway, so, Lorelai loved this author. Funny enough, she loved this author on vampires, learning what it was to be human again. Oh yeah. Well, how did I get here? Oh, we don't have to worry about what I'm here. But I suppose the part that makes the most sense to bring up at this point was that this is the Pernicus. You didn't know that this was the Pernicus. Oh, you don't know what the Pernicus is. Okay. So the Pernicus. How do I put this? All libraries is special. All of them. All of them is on some level magic. I don't know if humans just don't understand ley lines, but every time they find a convergence of them, there goes a library or a school. I don't know. Humans are weird. Anyway, but the Pernicus. Oh, the Pernicus is a special library. See, there was a special one of them. His name was Pernicus, hence the Pernicus library, and he brought more than just magic together. He brought something even more powerful, and that was these books. See, all the books in the Pernicus, they comes alive. Oh yeah, yeah. And so everything magic just happens to gravitate towards the Pernicus at some point or another. Yeah. Well, that's a little hard to explain. But so everything magic gravitates towards here, so something might have brought you here that you just didn't notice and you were drawn to it. But it has what you're looking for, and a lot more. Typically danger. Well, when I told you that the Pernicus brought all the books here, they were all under the agreement that they would listen to him. And then he's a human and he passed away. Which it was a bit chaotic. But they seem to follow any one of his descendants, and thankfully we have a new descendant in the Pernicus, and so things are starting to straighten out. But they ain't so great just yet. So I would advise you to be much more careful the next time you choose to enter a library and not know which one it is. Oh, well, I mean, it's rather amazing, really. I must admit, but I haven't really been looking at it too much. I find it interesting that you seem to know a whole lot about being not human, but you don't seem to know much about magic. I mean, you is a supernatural creature, one under the effects of several poultices that are making you feel more human, so that might have a slight effect on it, I suppose. Well, I've been learning about more than just the normal stuff that fairies would know about with mushrooms. Being a mushroom fairy and all, I figured it would be my natural forte. Oh yeah, yeah. No, uh, you know what? The spaghetti's probably ready. Let's get you a plate. Oh, no, not that one. No, that's Lorelai's. Right, that's Lorelai's plate. We leave it right there. I know that it don't need cleaning. Just leave it. I said leave it. It's for when Lorelai gets back. I don't want to talk about it. Why are you bringing it up? You a stranger in me home, and I don't want to talk about it. She's just gone, okay? When she comes back, she'll have a plate. You persistent. I'll get it. And if you're taking notes, I'm sure you're knowledgeable about things. But how about you take a moment to read the story around you and leave me alone? I can take care of you, and then when you're healed up, you can go. Why are you still on about this? Lorelai. Fine. If you have to know, this is what happened. Lorelai and I met by accident. I was in her garden, and she spotted me, and we got to talking, and Lorelai used to laugh. She had the best laugh. And when she heard me ridiculous, wonky accent, she thought that was the funniest thing. There's always things that made no sense to being funny, but she'd laugh. And then I figured out how to make myself big. And then we started dating, and then we started doing more than dating. And then we got married. But then she stopped laughing. And then she stopped smiling, and then she stopped doing much of anything. She just would stay in her house, stay in her room, stay in her bed. And I didn't mind she was sick, you know. That's what happens when people get sick, they stop. So I wanted to figure out how to get her better. And I learned about the Pernicus. And I came here to figure out how to make her happy again. Told her where it was. And she said, thank you for trying. And I thought that meant for trying to make her feel better. She's just gone. And when she gets back, when Lorelai gets back, she's got her favourite food, and her husband, and her books, and... Well, you asked. It's not like something I want to bring up, and you had to keep asking. And no, it don't make me feel better. You know, it's really easy for a vampire to just go on with their life, or on life. But fairies, you know, we pass on too, like humans do. And I don't know. I'm good at talking until I see Lorelei, and I won't know what to tell her. Well, yeah, she's a big fan of that one. That whole series. She used to read it all the time. I don't mind it so much. Read them a few times myself. No. You're pulling me leg. Really? What? That is a marvelous coincidence. Coincidence. I just got done saying I could talk. And no. Don't put those clammy vampire hands on me. I don't need any comfort. I don't need nothing. Just need to figure out how to find a mushroom that makes people happy. Without making them weird. No. You know what? I don't much feel like having dinner at the table. And in a bit, your wounds should be healed up enough for you to go. So why don't I I'll show you something the library can do. You lock this. Let me see here. No. You see this door here? See the bookshelf next to it? Alright, look. That's right here. John Steinbeck, The Grapes of Wrath. It's got to be here somewhere. No. There it is. A large drop of sun lingered on the horizon and then dripped over and was gone. And the sky was brilliant over the spot where it had gone. And a torn cloud like a bloody rag hung over the spot of its going, and dusk crept over the sky from the eastern horizon, and darkness crept over the land from the east. Alright. Now, I want you to realise something. That this is a book, and not the sun. But because it's not the sun, you can have a gander at it. Go on, go get the spaghetti. We can eat, and you can tell me all about how your book series is gonna end, and I will not spoil it for Lorelei whenever she gets back.